Hello everyone, it's Matt here, and this is a bit of a different video to what you'd probably normally see on the channel. I'm probably not the next video you're expecting, because you're probably expecting the final part of the Wally trilogy, where I actually go over the day-to-day events and actually make a proper vlog of the show. But this one's actually a bit different because I've actually completed the physical aspects of a new model. And if you've been following my Instagram, you may have caught a sneak peek of this about a week, 2 weeks ago, where it was almost complete, and I can now actually say it is. So to give a bit of backstory on the model, me and Glenn Holland, who's one half of the Brick Model Rarity team, I've been conversing for quite a long time. So if we've got any neat ideas, we'll share those between each other on Facebook. If I design a model, what I can do is send it to Glenn. He can have a look at it and suggest some changes. There's been times when Glenn sort of said, but I'll think about something like that, and I've gone, actually, somebody else on Eurobricks or this group I was in, 3 years ago or something, actually had that, and I designed this, and other bits and pieces like that. So I've sent him some files that I've worked on, and that sort of thing. And obviously Glenn did do that big sort of video sort of saying that, look at this box of stuff, and Glenn has actually received more since then, and he's actually received one of 2 packages recently containing some books. Now I'm not going to go into what those books are. You'll have to wait until either Glenn does a video or Glenn publishes the details on that. I'm not saying, but this is actually if you like Glenn's response, and I must say it was completely out of field. I wasn't expecting that at all. Wasn't expecting what he sent back. So those of you who are aware of Brick Model Rarity have known that when they do Brickworld in Chicago, they normally do a special model. So the first year it was run, it was the Extended Vision Caboose in the Mopac Screaming Eagle scheme. And then that actually became a standard range model with some tweaks to suit different liveries. But the Screaming Eagle livery version was exclusive to Brickworld. And this year, in 2019, they did the Union Pacific R50 boxcar, which is an express boxcar designed for passenger trains for parcels and merchandise service. And, as with many of these exclusive things, you had to be there or be square to actually pick one up. And Glenn has very generously sent me a copy. So these are the actual instructions here. I'm not going to go into too much detail. You can probably read the cover. So this is the B50-25. So I stand corrected. Challenger Express boxcar. Now this is an exclusive to Brickworld Chicago. So this is the 2019 exclusive. I'm very honoured that he sent me this, and the whole reason he sent me this was as an exchange for all the books and other stuff he's been getting. I did say the model was complete, and that is no lie. This has taken precedence on the workbench for the past, I'd have said, month or so. I've not wanted to be too public about receiving this because was very much a very work in progress model, and a lot of the time what you would have seen would actually have possibly shown off techniques or other features of the model. So here it is. This is actually the completed model. There's some work to do on the bogies. They're not correct. The steps on the ends are actually reddish brown or brown rather than black, so this is actually more in keeping with the prototype, although I will point out it is more expensive. You obviously got your double doors, which are offset, and then you've got all this nice sort of bristling end detail. I've not actually fitted these with the Brickworld exclusive tiles because it was a complete set in the box, as you would have picked up at the show. But everything else on this model is complete, including all the underframe detail, all the end details. So there's the brake wheel end and everything else. So it's a absolutely cracking model, and I've literally completed it tonight. And it's a surprise, despite the fact it's actually shorter in height compared to, say, the PS1. It weighs about the same, so that's all because of the special techniques used to get some of the offsetting and all the other detailing in place. So yeah, this is a complete model. The decals have yet to go on. I actually put the wheels on and changed some bits around minutes before starting recording, so this is literally fresh out of the works. It's just got the decals to go on, as I've said. I've not even touched those yet, so that's going to be a nice, interesting challenge or weekend project, or something to do in an evening at some point. But yeah, you know, it's a very nice model. It's now 100% complete, as in brick complete. Just got to do the decals, and then, you know, you can go into service. So all I can say is that I'm very grateful to Glenn for giving me the opportunity to build one. It's not very often I'd actually build something so far out of the northeast corner, which is my preferred corner of the US in terms of railroading, as it makes a nice change. It's certainly very different to what I'd normally build, you know, and thanks, effectively. So that's it for this video. I'm going to give yay or nay to Glenn first, so if he does watch this all the way to the end, you know, he will see this little bit and probably give himself a little chuckle. But that's it for this video. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you to Glenn for the opportunity to build the model, and thank you as always to the many Bricklink sellers I've purchased from over the past month or so, who've actually been able to provide all the parts for this model. I think overall parts from about 5 or 6 orders have actually gone into this model, so I'm very thankful for that. And that's it for this video, and see you soon.